Welcome to Speak Zimbabwean. This is lesson 3. We are learning how to do the formal stuff today. Formal introductions, how to introduce yourself in a fairly formal way, but not completely formal, right? Just how to introduce yourself. Okay? Before this lesson goes any further, I need to say this, okay? Ranking is very important in Shona. You have to show your understanding of where someone falls, whether you respect them or they have to respect you, okay? So the way you decide that is who's got the most power, who's older, okay? This doesn't necessarily go by age, but it may also go by social rank. So maybe if someone is socially recognized to be wiser than you, or to be socially entitled to more respect from you, like say maybe someone marries your sister and they have to respect you because they married your sister, so then they have to put you above themselves. So, but the point is, so when you don't know the ranking, you are better off, putting people up there than putting them down there, okay? When someone is up there, you pluralize your questions, your address to them. You have to speak as if there are many, okay? So you pluralize them. So that way you are saying, instead of saying you are saying yous to them, okay? You speak to them in a plural format as if there are many. This shows that you respect the person and you recognize their ranking in society. You can also pluralize for someone who's below you. That is acceptable because it's acceptable on two levels, that maybe you are respecting the person below you, or it's also acceptable because maybe you're just playing with them, okay? It's perfectly acceptable. So when in doubt, pluralize, okay? Pluralize and smile. So that means that covers you, okay? If you pluralize and smile, covers you, okay? So I will give you the plural forms of things and the singular forms, and then you will decide based on the context whether you want to pluralize or not. The first thing we want to learn how to say is hello. How do you say hello? How you say hello is you just say ndep, or quickly ndep. So ndep, ndep. But if you say it very fast, it doesn't matter. As long as someone go ndep, whatever you say, it's good enough because people will know what you're saying. Okay, so ndep. Ndep means hi. It's an informal greeting, but it's acceptable. Or you can go with, for one person, wakadihi. One person, wakadihi. For more than one person, maybe you get into a room and there's more than one person in there, you say makadihi. Makadihi. If you get into a room and there's one person and that one person is older than you, what do you say? You say makadihi. Okay? That's what I mean by plural, okay? So when you get into a room, or if you meet someone in the street and they are older than you, or you think they might be older than you, you say makadihi. Don't say ndep. But if someone you think is younger than you say ndep, and it's okay. Okay? Right. And how do we say I'm fine? If someone says ndep and you want to say I'm fine, all you've got to say is ndiri bo. Ndiri is I am. Ndiri, I am. Bo means I'm fine. Okay? Ndiri bo. That, if you don't know, you just go, that's accepted. Okay, ndiri bo. Ndiri bo. Ndiri bo means I am fine. Another way is hapana. Hapana. Hapana apa. Hapana apa. Okay? Hapana. So you can just say it really fast. Hapana. Okay? That's good enough. So hapana apa, you can use it for ndape. Someone says to you ndape or wakadi or makadi, your answer is hapana. Hapana. So that just means there's nothing to worry about. I am fine. Right? So this is very strange but very important. So if you just say one greeting, that's acceptable, but usually people say 3 or 4, okay? So you basically repeat the same greeting 3 or 4 times. So it's ndape, ndape yako. So when you repeat it again, ndape yako, then you add so. Ndape yako so. Okay? The other way is jirisei. Jirisei. Jirisei means how is it going? Okay? How is it going? And your answer is hapana apa. So the response from the person that you're looking for most of the time is jiribo or hapana apa. Okay? So you can say diribo, jiribo. So jiribo is for when someone says jirisei. Just go jiribo. It doesn't actually matter if someone says ndape and you say jiribo. It's okay. Okay? So jiribo. Jiribo. That means it's okay. Alright? That means I'm fine as well. Okay, so jirisei, jiribo. Ndape yako hapana. Ndape yako jiribo. Jirisei, jiribo. Okay? How are you? I'm okay. Ndape yako is how are you as well? I'm saying I'm okay. Jiribo. What about your name? How do you introduce yourself? To introduce yourself, you say zita rangu ndi, and then you say your name. Zita rangu. Zita rangu ndi. Zita rangu ndi Anton. Zita rangu ndi Tony. Zita rangu ndi Jason. Zita rangu ndi Taurai. Zita rangu ndi Talk More. Zita rangu ndi Take Sure. Zita rangu ndi Susan. Zita rangu ndi Octavia. All those are different names that you find in Zimbabwe. So that's how you introduce yourself. Zita rangu ndi, and you say your name. And then if you want to know the person's name, you say Ko Iwewe. Ko Iwewe. You just repeat the sentence I've been teaching you, and then you add Ko Iwewe. So you would say Zita rangu ndi Anton. Ko Iwewe. Right? So that means my name is Anton. What about you? Okay? But let's say you want to know the names of more than one person. Let's say you're talking to 3 people. Okay? You say Zita rangu ndi Anton. Ko imimi. Ko imimi. That means what about all of you? Okay? If you're talking to an older person as well, you say Zita rangu ndi, you say your name, and then you say Ko. Do you say Ko Iwewe or Ko Imimi? If the person is older, remember, to show respect, we say Ko Imimi. Okay? If you don't know the age, if you're not sure who's bigger in the ranking, you can still go with the plural, Ko Imimi. Okay? The next thing is you want to tell people where you come from. Okay? You want to say, I am from Canada. You want to say, I am from Brisbane. You want to say, I am from India. Okay? So all you've got to do is Ndoba ku Brisbane. Ndoba ku England. Ndoba ku Victoria. Ndoba ku Melbourne, ndobva ku Brixton, ndobva ku Sandton, ndobva Zambia, ndobva. You know, you can even just skip the ku. You can even just go ndobva Melbourne, ndobva Australia, ndobva Argentina, ndobva Brazil, ndobva India, ndobva Soweto, ndobva. So ndobva, 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 ndobva. I have no idea how you're gonna learn how to spell and pronounce that, but ndobva. So you kind of bite your lower lip and you push it out, ba, ba, while you're trying to make a V. Ndobva, ndobva. And how do you ask the person where they come from? All you have to say is what about you. You say what I've been teaching you now, and then you say what about you. So you say ndobva India, ko. Then you just have to remember who's higher, who's lower. If you don't want to worry about that, then go with the plural. Go with the plural. Ndobva India, ko imini. Ndobva India, ko imini. Ndobva India, ko imini. Ndobva Brisbane, ko imini. Ndobva Soweto, ko imini. Right? So you're asking the person to tell you where they come from. Ko imini. What about you? If you definitely know the person is younger than you, all you've got to say is ko iwewe. Ko iwewe. Alright? So then they will tell you where they are from as well. If you want to say nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you is ndafara kukuziva. Ndafara kukuziva. Nice to meet you. If you want to say to 3 people, 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, more than one person, if there is more than one person you want to say ndafara kukuziva to, you say ndafara. If there's more than one person that you want to say I'm pleased to meet you or nice to meet you, if there are many people that you want to say that to, what you say is ndafara kukuziva I. Ndafara kukuziva I. Ndafara kukuziva I. Okay? Ndafara kukuziva I. So that means I am happy to meet you all. Right? But if there's only one person and they're older than you, ndafara kukuziva I. If you're not sure, ndafara kukuziva I. That just shows you respect the person. Okay, so that's what we call pluralizing. Ndafara kukuziva I. And then, if you want to say thank you in Shona, remember from our first lesson, what do you say? Thanks. Thanks. That means thank you. Ndatenda or thanks. Ndatenda or thanks. That's enough to say thank you. Let's say you have a question. Let's say you have a question. That will be in our next lesson. I will teach you how to ask questions and how to say I don't know. Okay? Thank you very much. See you next time. How do you say goodbye? To say goodbye is bye-bye.